ഫുട്ബോളിലെ തന്നെ അധികായന്മാരിൽ ഒരാൾ, ഇന്ത്യൻ ഫുട്ബോളിനെ അന്തർദേശീയ തലത്തിലേക്ക് കൈപിടിച്ച് ഉയർത്തിയവരിൽ ഒരാൾ ബൈചുങ് ഭൂട്ടിയയാണ് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ഇന്നുള്ളത്. നമസ്കാരം സർ.
Namaskaram.
Do you understand Malayalam?
I don't understand Malayalam.
But you come to Kerala very often, right? You know our I.M. Vijayan.
He is a very good friend. Yes.
So how do you talk when you meet in English?
No, I think we speak mostly in Hindi and English. He can speak good Hindi, he can speak good English as well. He tried teaching me Malayali, but I could not pick it up. But yeah, otherwise I try and learn, but difficult.
You started your career at the age of 16. Right? So how was it happen? Because in schools as well you played football, and how did it happen?
I think I come from Northeast, so football is really big. Like how football is in Kerala, I think it's almost same in Northeast. So that's how we started, because everyone in Northeast only plays one sport, that is football. So Sikkim, that was how I started playing. So I started playing school, and then slowly local clubs, and that's how then went on to play for Sikkim state team, and then went to sign on for East Bengal after that. So it started with the school football.
In the beginning, it will be very difficult for a school student when he play to the professional clubs. So how was it? How was the experience? First game.
It is difficult, but I think you need to be patient. You need to be focused. Obviously, it was not easy, but at the same time, it wasn't very difficult as well, because you wanted to play and learn and try and settle down and want to keep learning and improving. So that way, I think yes, but everything takes time. You don't achieve success all of in overnight. So for that, I think you need to keep working hard. So that's how I think it comes.
You were at the age of 16, so many kids won't get this opportunity and they'll not come to the front. But you came at an early age. So how was the experience with playing with the seniors?
I think it was a great experience, because usually, as you said, it's right. You don't at a 16, you don't get professional contract offers from big clubs, but I happened to get it. So that way, I think very fortunate as well. But I think coming and playing directly with big clubs is also is somewhere you need to take a gamble yourself, which I did take it, because you can't leave out studies and then get into complete football. But that is sometimes you take your chance, you take your gamble, and which I did, and luckily it worked out for me. And I think playing with seniors is always great, because that's where you tend to learn and also get their experience. So it was very, very good that way.
And again, practice is the most important thing in football and any game, other games. How was your routines and all?
No, I think it's important to be focused and trained, because practice is ultimately what can improve you. Obviously, routine for me, once I started playing professional, then it was obviously completely into football. So I did not really think of anything much, but completely gave my time, attention, and focus on the game. So that I could only do was practice and try and do well. So that way I did not really focus on any other thing, but just to play football.
Okay. And your international game was with first time your first goal was against Uzbekistan. It was in Nehru Cup. How was the experience?
Oh, it was wonderful, because you always dream of playing for India, and when you get to play for India and then ultimately play and then also score that important goal, especially against Uzbekistan, then they were the Asian champions.
Yeah.
So I think it was a dream situation.
For many, it was a dream for many also.
For me as well, because to score that important goal, winning goal, that too against Asian champions, was something very, very big for me.
Do you remember the feeling at that very moment?
I can't exactly remember that feeling that time, but I know for sure that you know, it was still like a dream for me, because when that goal happened, the result, match got over, you could not actually believe that's really happening.
Back to India, how was the, like, you know, people will be, like, you know, you are not the same. You went for the game, you played, and then you are coming back with a totally different person.
No, it is totally. Then I think people then starts recognizing you. Then they start, you know, talking about you. Start recognizing you on the streets, anywhere around. So yeah, you tend to get that limelight quite a bit after all that. But yeah, it was more than anything else that winning was more important in scoring that goal. So yeah, after that difficulties of, you know, people knowing you everywhere you go is always there.
And from that, there was no looking back, I guess. So many games.
So from then, obviously, you don't look back, because with football and sports, every week you are playing, and every week people are watching you. Every match, there's always new tournament, new match. So you don't look back, and you don't really, you know, think that your goal was you're the best. But if you can't score again, then people forget you. So once you start making that name, to keep that name and to perform what you've done, that is more challenging, because you know, it's easy to do well and go on there, but to stay in that level is something which you have to even work hard.
At the same time, you have won Best Player Award 2 times. Like, you know, even these awards are like giving you more responsibility. It is making you more responsible. How do you look at it?
I think awards are something which really feel proud and happy, because if you played well, worked hard, and somebody awards you and recognizes with that, you just get motivated. So you don't actually play for awards, but when you are awarded, you feel very motivated. And I think it's always good to be recognized when you've done a lot of hard work and got you know, success. Somebody to recognize is always nice.
How many clubs, can you remember how many clubs altogether?
I think I should have played around 6 clubs on the whole
6
in
clubs.
my football career.
How many goals altogether?
No idea.
No idea.
But international, I think 107 matches, around 43, 44 goals.
Of all these, like, you know, there will be some moment, a few moments which we will not, never ever we will forget it.
I think it's very difficult to, but for us, qualifying for the Asia Cup, which was the biggest tournament, winning the AFC Challengers Cup was one of the most memorable moments in my football career. We qualified for the Asia Cup after 24 years. So that was one of the most memorable things.
Yeah, you are coming from Sikkim. It's a small place also. Did you had any bitter experiences in your journey?
No, I left Sikkim very young. I left at the age of 17. So directly when I finished my class 10 standard. So I did not have any, you know, bitter experiences such because you've been out. So I lived outside Sikkim after that for 22 years out of Sikkim. So I've always had a good memories of Sikkim.
Baichung Bhutia's football school, when did you start it and what was the objective behind it?
So Baichung Bhutia Football School started in 2010. The main objective obviously was to give platform, good training, support the players who wants to become professional footballer. And in India we were lacking that you know, training facilities, guidance to a lot of young players. And we wanted to make sure that the dream of a lot of young players who wants to become a professional was something BBFS wanted to support, because I had gone through that experience as well. So the main idea was to promote football and develop a lot of footballers to go on to play for the country.
Okay, so you got training centers all over, the schools all over, and what are your plans in Cochin?
So we have centers all across India, but we are very happy and excited that we are starting our centers here in Kochi now. We have also tied up with Global Public School for a center in Cochin. We've also starting a residential academy with PV School in Malappuram, residential academy. So we are very very happy because I think Kerala is a footballing state where there is a lot of talented players plus a lot of passion. So for us to start when you're doing football programs, if you don't have Kerala, then it's not at all complete. So we
Yeah.
are very happy that we've started.
I guess Kerala can be considered as a football hub because there are so many fans for football players and so many, like when you go to villages in Malappuram, we see 1 in 5 there'll be a football player.
No, that's true.
They
So
play
that's
football.
why I think for us to start a residential academy in Malappuram is something which is we are very very excited and happy because that's the capital of Kerala football.
Yeah. Why did you make it residential?
Residential is because it was important for us that kids also go through academics because we've tied up with one of the best schools in Kerala, PB, and they are also very good academic school. So that kids today, parents also feel that just football is not enough; they need to study as well. To balance that study side and the football side is why we started the residential program. And I think it's a great program because you don't miss out on studies, at the same time you don't miss out on becoming a footballer. So it helps kids to fulfill the dream and parents to fulfill their academic and qualification of the children. So
Okay, you came into this field at a very young age, and what happened to your academics? Could you continue? with
I
your-
could not continue. Once I played professional, I had to stop studying after 10. So that facilities were not there during my time. So I had to just focus completely on football.
So simultaneously you should give importance to education,
Education,
academics, and plus football. So that's your objective.
Yes.
Okay. Now coming to your personal life, family. Who all are there in your family?
So I've got 3 kids right now. So
Yeah.
my elders are twins. I've got younger one is daughter. The twins are son and boy and a girl. So yeah, they are right now just 10 years old and 9 years old. So they're just starting to pick up football. So hopefully, let's see. I hope they become sports person.
So they want to become I saw your recent post, like being a father, helping them for home, doing the
No,
homework.
that is a big challenge. Doing a homework is the biggest challenge for me as a father. Yes.
Okay, how your wife supports in this?
I think she looks after everything. Yeah.
Because being
I'm
a
hardly
busy
there, so-
husband and busy father.
Yeah. So I'm hardly there. So yeah, she looks after everything.
Kerala is a place where a huge football fans are there. They play football very well. And how do you look at the scenario in Kerala?
I think Kerala is definitely a biggest footballing state in India today, and just not footballing state, but they also produce some of the best, have produced and are still producing some of the best footballers. So I think Kerala. I think any footballer would want to play here, and I think it's just nice for a footballer like me to come to Kerala and just see that kind of interest football has in this city. So I'm very very happy, and I'm sure with BBFS here in Kerala and also other setups of different institutions, Kerala football I think and Kerala footballers can only get better and bigger.
You were the first one to sign an agreement with the English League, European.
Yes.
So how did it came?
No, I think I was playing here in India, so there were agents and there were clubs watching,
okay.
and that's how
They'll be watching you
they
playing.
were watching, and they were seeing. So that's how the offer came from the club there. So I went and played for some time and got the contract from the club. Yeah.
That was also a great moment in your life. Like you
It
were the
is,
first one
yes.
to sign an
No,
agreement.
it is because I think football in Europe is big, and to go and get a contract and play there is always nice, but more challenging for sure.
Who is your favorite football player?
It keeps changing. It keeps
Difficult
changing. But
question
right
to
now, current, I would say Messi is my favorite.
Messi. But I have read somewhere that you used to cut the pictures of Maradona from sports.
Yes, so you footballers have that generation and time. So during that period, Maradona was definitely my idol and the man. And then after that, you've got era. There are different eras of players coming, going. So yeah, but biggest source of inspiration has definitely been Maradona.
Maradona.
Yes, yes.
And other than this football, what are your hobbies? Any other sports?
I play all the sports. I play badminton, basketball, tennis. So I'm very sporty as a person. I play all the sports that way.
Okay. Another thing is you are into politics also. You are into politics also.
Yes,
How did it happen?
No, I think politics is few group of our friends came together. We thought that Sikkim needed a good, clean, transparent, clean politics, and that's how we decided to form a regional party in Sikkim. And it's just been a year-old party, so we're building up the party. Organization is, we're trying to build it up. And the main idea is obviously to bring in good, transparent, honest politics into Sikkim and hopefully rest of the country as well.
I read that you are selling your jerseys for the collection.
Yes. So sadly, I think Indian politics.
Fundraising is a problem in politics.
Sadly, in Indian politics, money plays a major role. So which is all very unfortunate. So yes, we are trying to raise money to bring in good, clean politics.
But you are talking about the social scenario, the positions, the problems of farmers and social issues. Everything is discussed in that.
No, I think Sikkim, we are an organic state, but when you're organic, I think your main thing is to make sure your farmers are benefited. So when you declare an organic state and your farmers don't benefit, then it does not make sense. Then you're only selling we are selling a brand but not really benefiting the people there. So our main focus was we obviously support organic, but also make sure that with organic the farmers benefit, which was not happening. They were not given a guarantee price for their product. When they also have their product there, nobody was there to buy.
Okay.
So we wanted, we were as a party manifesto, we had assured the farmers that we would give them a minimum guarantee price, and also pick up their product from their doorstep, so that their cost of selling, their worry of selling would not be there, because the biggest problem today is your product, somebody to buy it. That is one of the biggest challenges the farmers go through, and that we were as a party, if we had a government, we were assuring that to them. So those were things which we were trying to at least support the farmers.
What is the difference between being a sports person, a celebrated sports person, and a politician? Life.
I think sports person, you work hard, your destiny, your results are in your hand. Sports politician, how much hard do you work, your results are in other people's hand. So you could lose to anybody who is half not as good, who is corrupt, who is a murderer, crime, corrupt. You could lose to those people in politics, but in sports you will always lose to people who's worked harder than you. You lose to a better person. In politics you could lose to somebody who's even a very, very, very bad human being. So that is politics.
Sometimes, yeah. But the thing is, you are always a celebrity, and when you become a politician, is there any difference between the way people treat you?
It is different because it's not easy, because you have to go down grassroots. You have to campaign. You've got to do a lot of things. And it is challenging, but people have been very, very good, welcoming. But only thing is that when you have already as a brand, as a footballer, and succeed in different field, people still don't give you that credibility of you being a good politician. They think that he can't do politics because he can only play football. So that concept is still in the mindset of people, and which is very difficult to convince and change, because Politicians, I think good actors have become great politicians, like Jayalalitha to a lot of them. So I think sports person as well would make a better politician than anybody else, because I think they come from a hard-working background. Sports is where you surely on your hard work and talent, and I think politics also should be that, not by cheating or
Yeah.
lying or something. So I think sports person have great future to be politicians.
You retired in the year of 2011.
Yes.
And sometimes, we see that the football or whatever it is, when they retire, they go as coaches. But did you choose that for a while?
No, I did coach. I had my own football club. I did coach around. I can't do 24/7 coaching because that's a complete it's a complete 24-hour job, and it's very very challenging for that. And I have my football school, so I do get connected. I do play. I do coach once in a while. But after playing for 35 years, your half your life you've just played. So I don't want to do rest of my life again completely only doing one thing. So there are things which I wanted to explore. One of them politics, one of them being entrepreneur. There are things which you want to explore, which
Yeah.
I'm exploring. So yeah.
But this is like, totally different areas, like a football player
totally
becoming a politician, and then as an entrepreneur. Like,
It is.
running a school is not an easy task.
No, it's not. It's completely an entrepreneurship, how you work. It's just not only about teaching kids to play, but it's also how you market it, how you sell, how you, spread your centers across. So these are things which is a new challenge, and this is what I want to experience as well, and which I'm experiencing.
Okay, and you have played with both IM Vision and Jopo Lancheri. You are best friends with Jopo Lancheri.
Both,
as well.
I am Bijan and Jopal, both of them.
And can you share some experiences
I
playing
think
with
I
them?
am Bijan has been my idol when I've been playing. When I was just playing for under 16 India, he was playing for senior India. And from then on, I think he's been one of the best footballer in India has ever produced. But apart from that, I think more than anything else, he's the best human being I've ever seen. Very very nice person, very happy person, because we have a lot of things going on in mind, but you never see I am Vijay in any of that. Difficult times, good time, he's always happy and smiling. So that's been such a it's just that you get a lot of positive energy out of people like them, and you get very few people in life who are very positive, and that spreads positive around you. So I think he's that kind of person.
There's a club called Gokulam FC. Have you watched them playing?
I have watched them play in I League. I think this year they've done really really well. They've won the Durand Cup,
Yes.
which is a very very difficult tournament. And I think slowly, I think Gokulam, if they can continue the way they're doing, I think they are definitely going to be one of the best clubs in India, for sure.
Very good. What are your suggestions to the new generation sports people?
See, I think to
Football
Gokulam,
players, yeah.
I think for football players, you need to just play from your heart. You need to love the sport, keep working hard, and just enjoy and work hard is the most important thing you want.
When we look at it, like, some kids, they'll be very talented, but they'll not be able to continue sports because of the economic backwardness, poverty. Okay. The parents won't have enough money to handle all these
So
things.
we have a scholarship scheme. In fact, two of my boys that played for India right now are all under scholarship. One is from Orissa, one is from Meghalaya. So we have a scholarship for highly talented kids who can't afford to pay. So these kids would be promoted and pushed. And in fact, all my 8 kids that went in to play India are all through scholarship scheme. But that is purely on your talent.
You said you come here often in Kerala. How do you find Kerala, the beautiful
I think
place?
it's definitely one of the most beautiful city in India. I've been there many times, but this time I'm coming after quite a long time. Cochin, I think over the years has changed a lot. I think
Like
lot of structures have come up, which is not too nice as well. MG Road and this area used to be quite open. The beach side you could be visible from a lot of places, but I think with the development and good economy, sometimes it's also bad that you have lot of beauty is lost.
Not only beauty, the
Environment as well, but overall I think it's always a beautiful city, and I always love coming here. I think Fort Kochi is a very beautiful area here in Kochi. I've come here and stayed there a few times in this Fort Kochi area as well, so it's always nice.
Finally, one last question to the football players of Kerala. There are so many kids, like as you said, you started from the age of 16, and it was only hard work and focus. What is your message to them?
See, my message is very simple. They just need to see players like IM Bijayan, who's come from nowhere, who's come from very humble background. Because of sure hard work and talent, you can be India's captain and you can be India's best player. So that impossible is just a word. Everything is possible. So I think the biggest example here, you've got Jopal Anchari, NP Pradeep, IM Bijayan, and these players are produced and played for India and captain for a very long time, coming from nowhere. So I think the kids should just have that motivation that everything is possible, but just focus, hard work, and enjoy the game, and that is where I think you tend to work hard and learn.
It was really a great pleasure talking to you. Thank you. All the best.